Hi grade 5s. Here's what we're doing is we're going to do some multiplying today, and we're basically going to do still this distribution or distributive property, but the only difference is instead of us using arrows to do it like we did the last time, we're actually going to use arrays or a type of diagram basically to do it. So if I just quick refresh your memory from last day, what we did was we broke up the 54 into 50 plus 4, and we would break up the 29 into 20 plus 9, and all we would do is we would simply multiply the first ones together. We'd multiply the first number and the second one together. We'd multiply the second one and the first one on the second one together, and then we'd multiply the last ones together, and then we'd add them up. So that was our distributive property, multiplying by distribution that you've been working on. So we're going to do the same thing. The only difference is we're going to have an array, a picture to kind of help us sort through this. So basically all you're going to do with this one is you're going to draw two lines. Okay, one going horizontal, one going vertical. And in the top area here, what you're going to do is you're going to just write 54 as 50 and then 4. And you're going to put a vertical line separating the two. In the bottom part over here, we're going to write 20 and 9 for the second number. So 20 and 9. We're just going to put a line separating the two. So you basically have created this sort of grid. Now the neat thing here is what you're going to do is you're going to multiply into each of these cells. So the first cell has 20 and 50 around it. So you're just going to multiply 20 and 50. Now the nice thing is, because we know how to annex zeros and put them on in the end, just remember annex those zeros and then do just 5 times 2. So in this case that becomes 10, and because I annexed 2 zeros, I need to put 2 zeros back on. So 20 times 50 is 1,000. Now this one over here, you can see is going to be 20 times 4. Well, 2 times 4 is 8. Just remember we had 1 0, so that becomes 80. Now this grid at the bottom here is going to be 50 and 9. So 5 times 9 is 45. Add a 0 to it. Now the last grid here is going to be our 9 times 4. So 9 times 4 is 36. So we basically did all the same multiplication we would have did if we were distributing. It's just instead of us drawing arrows to make this all happen, we just had this grid that did it. And now the last thing we do is we add these all up. So we have 1,000, we have 80, we have 450. Make sure we get all our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands all in the correct spots when we add, and 36. So add this up. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 6 is 6. 8 plus 5 plus 3. Well, 5 plus 3 is 8, and another 8 gives me 16, so I'm going to have to regroup, so it's going to be 6. We're going to regroup with the 1. 1 and 4 is 5, and then 1 here. You can see our answer here is 1,566. So this is how you multiply using an array.